Hello guys, welcome back. Now in today's video we're going to talk about teams, right? The best teams that the layouts, right? Best team layouts that you could run in the game, and give you like a little bit of an understanding on how team building works and what I like to do and what are all the options for you. Okay, so first of all, let's begin. First of all, you can choose to do something like this. You do like a tank, let's say Thorin, and then you do a healer, right, which could be Smokey or Hewin, whatever you want. And now if you're Smokey, you want him to be like higher up, not targeted, but higher up, because his AoE is kind of small for the healing. So if you want to get as much as you can with the tanks that are going to push a little bit further, or the other, like the warriors, right? So you want him to be as further as possible. While Hewin, you can put Hewin wherever you want. You can put it like here, and it's still gonna be hitting everybody with the heals, right? So what you want to do is something like this. You do a healer, put him whatever you want, and then you put him here. Oh my god, okay, here, and then you use a double DPS. Here we go. Now at this point you can do a support. If you know that your tank is going to tank everything, you can do support. Otherwise, later on in the game, it becomes a little bit of a problem. So what I do is this, and then I put another tank here. It could be Lucius, could be Antandra. It doesn't matter. Would you put, like, I mean, it matters which one you have leveled the most. So this is probably the best case. And this is one of the teams. 2 DPS, 1 ranged if you want, or 2 ranged, or one rogue and then 1 melee, or 1 ranged DPS, 2 tanks. Or you can do 1 tank, 1 healer, 3 DPS. So you can do 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS, and then 1 extra support, like a buffer, or someone like Rowan, that it's a battery, so you're going to ensure everybody is going to have their ult immediately. It's going to be really fast. Or you can do triple DPS, right, if you want to do a lot of damage. For example, like this is a normal battle, and in a dream battle the team is going to be completely different, so we're going to check that in just a second. Now another thing that you can do is to go full healing and full tank. You can do double tank followed by Rowan for support, and then a healer. You can do this and only rely on a DPS. Now, depends on the DPS. Personally, when I want to do this, it's because I want to bunker down and I just want to slowly try and kill an enemy team that is very powerful. For example, an enemy team that is very, it's just way higher than me, right? So I don't know if I can win, so I'm going to go full defense. This is the full defense. Depends on the character, of course. If I had like a Granny here, it would be better than Lucius, but Lucius is like, it's very high rarity, so it's probably going to be better anyway. Now in this case, I like to use Cecia, because Cecia is going to summon a golem, which basically means that I'm running 2 DPSs. Okay, so that's really good. I don't know if this is going to work in this specific scenario, but this is what you see. If they can survive in time for Rowan to do his ult, is going to do the energy, is going to make everybody ult, including Cecia, which now spawns the 6th character. 6th character is going to entangle everybody. Can we do it in time? Don't know. Sometimes you tend to miss the time window where you can actually kill the characters. Depends. Usually you might want to manual in this case, but as you can see, I am winning a fight that I was 30k battle below. Okay, thanks to this team composition. If I ran anything else, I would have lost. So it depends on who are you fighting. Even if it's just a DPS, try to understand which one is the DPS. If you don't have Cecia, or you want to run someone like Vala, for example, you could remove Smokey and Cecia and do someone like Hewin and Vala, because Vala is going to teleport to the other side, so you need someone that can heal the whole stage, otherwise she's going to die. Now, I might die in this case because Hewin is low rarity, so keep that in mind. Who do you have and what rarity they have, because the higher the rarity, the higher the stats that they have. So that's really important. So those are the teams that technically I would run for everything. When I want to have a higher ult, I just do Rowan. If I don't need that and I want just to focus on DPSing, I do characters that are just 1 tank. If he can do it, it's just 1 tank. Or if I have a strong healer that that I trust, that I know is going to heal the tank, and I don't need a second tank. I can do a double DPS plus one tank, or double DPS one tank, triple DPS one tank and one healer. Okay, or you can use someone like, right? You can do something like this, like I told you before, or you can also move them around. Obviously, keep that in mind to check who are they fighting, who are they attacking, just in case if you want to move differently. But these are the teams composition that I wanted to show you. Now on the dream battle, right? Let's go there. On the Dream Realm, it's different because you don't have to necessarily fight like a normal team. So depending on which are the bosses that you're fighting, you want to bring different characters, okay? So for example, in a boss fight like this, it's going to give a bubble on everybody and it's going to insta-kill them. So you want to mitigate at least one trigger, which is possible to do if you have Thoran, because it doesn't die once. There's other characters that cheat death, but they're not worth bringing because they're not as strong as these type of characters, okay? So personally, what I run here, it's a triple DPS, one healer, one tank, and they are spread out as much as possible because he's gonna do a splash, and I don't want all the characters to get hit by the splash, if possible. Now, most of the time, the boss just hits everybody anyway, but I would like to think that I can skip it. Now, one tank, one healer. Now, which healer? You really don't want to put here someone like Hewin, because besides healing, we don't need healing in this one. We need a lot of damage. So we want someone that heals and gives something else. In this case, Maki gives attack and haste, and that's what we want, especially now. I could probably bring someone else besides Cecia, but I don't have anyone else leveled up at the moment that is like the same rarity. So I'm going to bring her anyway because of her extra golem unit. So if I do this, now we have 3 DPSs attacking, and as you can see, up attack is going to do the AoE, ulting. Now, not having Rowan, of course, I'm not going to have the ult up immediately on the other characters, but we are fast enough. Now, the tank role here is just to tank one of the bubbles, so that way he died, but he didn't die. Because it's Thoran, right? So now we have a little more chance. Now this boss difficulty is very high, so I'm going to die anyway just by sheer damage. But my trick is to try to take as much time as possible and to dish damage without relying too many times on the ult. I shouldn't be using Cecia in this battle, but I do because she's very high tier. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that. I would have used another character. Now everybody dies slowly. Thankfully, the golem is going to dish a little more DPS, and now we did a new record thanks to my DPSs. Now we can check who did the most damage. Vala, right? So why did Vala did the most damage? Why did Audi do almost the same DPS as Cecia if Cecia is legendary, right? Because Cecia relies on the ult a lot and she doesn't have it too much. Besides that, she's low. So the problem was just to have her. I only had it there because she was the highest stats one. If I use anyone else of the same tier, they would have done equally as good. Okay, so keep that in mind. Those are the teams that I wanted to show you today. So let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe for more AFK Journey videos. I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Jakazin. Go there and say hi, or join my Discord. It's in the description. So thank you for watching and see you next time.